all around the world, from Japan to China to America to the UK to the Middle East and everywhere else. Abductions and the paranormal strikes, leaving several people devastated and frightened and confused. These people, they don't understand what's happening to them. They want help, they want enlightenment, but they can't reach it. They're stuck in their daily lives. They're stuck in society's automatic flaws. They're being held down by the very laws that we created. We have created this hell. There are powers at bay that if the time comes, they will react and make sure that it happens. We must reach a change in thought process. And there are several people devoted to this disclosure, to the great transition. The transition is the best word for it, because there is no doomsday. That's just media hype. There's no dangerous thing that's going to happen on 2012. Now, throughout the next 3 years, there are a lot of drastic changes that are going to happen, spiritually and physically. Meaning that, spiritual body, physical body. We're going to have a lot of environment changes. And the people involved, like George Filler, Princess Pink, Linda Moulton, Jim Sparks, Ricky UFO abductee, Dr. John Alexander, Barbara Lim, Richard Dolan, Stanton Friedman, Ted Lawyer, and who else is there? There's Ted Peters, myself, Alien Talk Erica, Dawn Shears, Sasha Christine. Oh my God, she's just a great activist. Eve Lauren, the woman who wrote Love Bites. That's just phenomenal. That's so taboo and so new to the world. Kristen Dolan, Audrey I think it's Hewins or Hewins. Oh, it's been a long time since I heard from her. Christian, and there's just all these different types of people that have radio shows, or they do conventions, or they'll go around making lots of videos, public appearances, so on and so forth, trying to disclose information about what's going on, what kind of races are out there, what's happening to people. And really, I want you to listen to this video here that I really think sums up why disclosure is so important. It really captures the fear, the distraught, the tears that people feel running down their face when these things happen. Paranormal activity happens. That people in the Disclosure Alliance actually have answers for, but right now we'll call it paranormal activity because the regular person doesn't know. Yet.
And it's actually got the same prefix as it's a 44 or going into that, so I'm going to take the call. Hey caller, you're on the air.
Hello? Hello, you don't want to know me, Sasha Christie, knows who I am. My name is Vasily.
Hello.
Hello, I'm calling because the situation has exacerbated beyond the means of my comprehension. Sasha can perfectly explain to you the details of the event itself, but suffice to say, tonight there has been another sighting while I was contacting Sasha, and a building where we have previously seen children break into this building. It is on fire. The building itself is
it's on fire.
The building itself is incinerated entirely. I awoke to the blackening smoke, the smoldering, the red tractor, the red smoke is coming, the black smoke, and all of a sudden, everything is on alert, and I am called already into a meeting with the man who believes I have done something with this man in the forest, which once again Sasha will explain to you. I have nothing to do with this. I totally must in every way express my complete. I have nothing to do with this. I would never damage a man.
Okay, it's okay, Charlie. You need to calm down. It's okay.
It's pretty strict. I have been able to, the man attending to the fire, I have been able to leave the area. I am speaking to you from a phone booth. Everything has gone very strange. I am I'm feeling the effects very strangely.
Right, well, listen, I sent you an email earlier, so you need to read that, and you need to do what I'm sending it, okay? If you get back to me, you tell me.
I can no longer trust Joe Montaldo after what he did when I had only contact for the first time after a long time. I cannot contact very easily, and the man cut me off. I need to speak about what has happened, the horrors I am seeing, the problems I am facing. I cannot express to you enough, Sasha Christie, how good the job is doing. I honestly, I've never been in a situation in my life where I have been so afraid, so scared for my own life.
I'm doing all I can, Miss Ali, honestly, I really am, but I need Joe's help. You've got to trust me that you can trust him, okay? You've got to trust me because I can't do this on my own. I need support with it. Well, listen, I can do, Christian and I, anything, just, you can have Sasha, give me, your contact info or whatever, talk about it with her. I'll send in an email, with your details for the group, but this is such a serious situation that's going on in the military base over in Russia at the moment, that, God, it just sounds crazy, but it's got so many similarities to other events that have happened on military base. It's really thrown me for six because like I say, all I am is a witness myself, and Vitaly's rung in on Joe Montaldo like that, but there's a lot of in there that we can't,
As a children weapon or anything aimed at me, I have had men.
Because I can't do this on my own. I need support with it. Well, listen. Anything I can do, Christian and I, anything, just, you can have Sasha do it like that, but there's a lot of in there that we can't, the man's obviously terrified. Yes, can I ask you, Carl, do you feel that you're in immediate danger right now as you're talking to us?
I can tell you, at the time that I was seeing the craft in the forest, I could not have felt more in danger. I felt in awe of a godly force that was about to dispatch me. I felt that there would never been something in my life where I had been so afraid of what it could be possible of doing. I've never felt like there was a weapon or anything aimed at me. I have had men point a gun at me in my head before, and I have never felt as afraid as I was in the moment when I see the ledge, the pulsating, the fire in the sky. I have never felt so afraid.
So what happened was you just, I'm trying to make sure I'm getting this right, and there's some people in the chat saying, did you saw a UFO or a diamond shape? Or just a UFO, all I can say, craft, and there was a situation where there's a building that was basically burned or incinerated to the ground, and this all happened within the same time frame, just now, basically. The 13th of this happened on the 16th, 17th, and 18th of April, and he's saying that the fire happened tonight. The fire is happening now. Do you think that that they tried to destroy any evidence of any sort?
There is the contraband is being confused because there is we have the intrusion on the base. There have been many break-ins into the fort itself. Suffice to say, we need a lot to protect the place. So everything that has been occurring has been dangerous to us. We realize that children who or people or things we may consider to be vagrants have got into the building. 8 to 11-year-old children, and they are very interested in a particular segment of a supply. How do you say? It is like a storage room. It's a box used for surplus, military surplus. The building itself, they found.
Oh, it's military. Oh, okay. That really, yeah. Okay, so that could be a lot of things. I see what you're saying.
Yes,
All right.
I'm sorry, I cannot express more details about this particular...
No, I want you to be safe. That it's not worth it to be a good story. I don't care about good story or not on the air. I'd rather have you just...
No, this is... I've been already... Even for entering the forest and attempting to do my job, which is to survey the area, to understand what it is, to see the object and realize and then input to my men what is, I believe the danger level, the threat of this object might be. I go to the forest and already I am being blamed for the disappearance of 2 men. I'm already being blamed for the fact that these men have not come back to the base since the 16th. I'm already in trouble. Right now, when I'm speaking to you on this phone, when I'm speaking to you
it comes to me with, and what do I do with it?
Sorry?
Sasha, say it again. I said, what? You say this always comes to me for help, but it's like, what can I don't know what to do, and I really want to help, and I feel so frustrated.
I cannot be more apologetic for putting you within this situation, Sasha. I do not mean to place a person. You have never met me before. We have never met in person. We have never...
That doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter.
Trust me.
I do, yeah. It's just the fact that you're another person that has got no support, like the rest of us, and it's like, what? You know what? I did talk to her, and it's interesting though that the thing got.
Thank you so much. I thank you for everything. I must go back. I must return. But everything, I need you to release the information. I need people to know that these things are not. These are not dreams. These are not nightmares. These are reality. Things are happening that we cannot control.
And I believe you, because I've seen something myself that's so terrifying. I have. People do,
Let them talk.
A lot of people, and with, the media. So Sasha, you're able to get a hold of this person.
And so he went on a little bit longer with crying, but I didn't want to put that up. But anyways, I really want you to understand, here's his story, basically. He works at a military base in the UK. And one night he was just standing at his outpost. He's one of the people that stands up in a tower and just watches the people going on patrol. And he makes sure that everybody that enters, apparently their base is in a forest. And he watches everybody that goes into the forest. Now, a building set on fire. So he watched guys go into the forest. And he saw a spacecraft over the building that was on fire. So he assumed that the spacecraft caused it. He wasn't sure, but it really freaked him out, because at the moment, he thought that it was definitely the spacecraft that incinerated the building. And the building was burning down. He's at a military base. One of their buildings is burning down. It's a big deal. And there's a big, he was describing it as as like a large prism-like figure that was floating up there above it. And as the people went in to assess the fire, the two guys that went in, they disappeared. And afterwards, everybody started blaming him, and they just stopped sending people. And they blamed him that those 2 guys disappeared, and they never saw them again. They don't know if they were alive, dead, nothing. The event had just happened, and this was a guy who had been abducted and has had several UFO encounters on their base recently. And that's why they were saying, why he was saying the guy that he regularly goes to wouldn't take his calls anymore, wouldn't listen to him anymore. It was because this was happening regularly. And it was getting to the point where nobody wanted to hear him anymore. They didn't want to hear him crying. So he turned to the person that was hosting that night, Sasha. The person that was with the host, that was with Erica, Alien Talk Erica, and her guest was Sasha. And he knew Sasha, so he called her her phone number. And since she was on the show, she was calling into the show, he picked it up into the show. And that's how he got into the show and everything, and that's how he realized, oh, I'm going to show, well, I need to get this off my chest.